Oh, cool. Work's been well. I had three out of 4 appointments ended up in sales, which was really nice. And then my last 2,
Cool.
I didn't get anything. But so far this week's been off to a really good start.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
Extra
really
money. Because you've hit commissioning point now, right?
Yeah, I'm at 7% commission. After 90 days, I'll be at 10% commission, so I'll make a lot more.
Oh, neat.
The difference is like $1,500 instead of like 1,000 or 900. So it's a big difference.
That is a massive difference, dude. That's insane.
Just gonna wait for the thing to pop up saying that the stream is going and everything like that, and then I'll start recording.
Oh, we're gonna skip the countdown?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
11:43.
Oh yeah, sorry. I lose track of the time so
Dude,
quickly
it
now.
is.
It's insane.
No, you're fine.
Like, insane.
I didn't get home until like 11, so.
Yeah, when you messaged, I was literally about to walk into the manager's office to catch them up on the things that were done. And all that stuff. So from that point, I had still had like 20 minutes at least to get home, so.
Jeez. Alright, starting the recording.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You push the button. There's the button.
There's the button.
That's the button we were looking for.
There's the button.
Glad you found it.
Me too.
Was the button in like your pocket or something?
Yes, it was.
It was hidden in your like. Was it your left pocket or your right pocket?
My back pocket.
Oh, right. Of course you couldn't find it. We don't check it.
Exactly.
We only check for one thing in our back pocket. We never check for buttons. So.
You know, I always have my cell phone in my back pocket.
Do you really?
Yeah, I always put keys are in my left pocket. Cell phone is in the back left pocket. No, keys are in the right pocket. Cell phone's in the back left pocket. And then if I have cigarettes with me, they're in my left pocket.
Why is that? I wonder why that is. Okay, that's interesting. Because like I have my phone in my left, my keys in my right, and my wallet in my back right.
I feel like it's just easier to grab my phone from my back pocket than it is the front pocket. The only downside is I can't sit down with my phone in my pocket. Otherwise, it'll start to like bend, and I'm afraid it'll break.
Yeah, that's the thing that I would be concerned about.
Yeah, so anytime I sit down, I have to take my phone out of my pocket.
And then where do you put it?
I don't know. You know, whatever the environment dictates. If I'm in my car, it goes up in a little slot. If I'm
okay. So you like you place it nearby at least.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I don't chuck it, you know.
Yeah, you could.
I could chuck it, yeah.
You certainly could.
I usually put it around me. If I'm driving, it's either in between my legs or it's up on the phone mount. If I'm sitting down here,
legs? You know what? Okay.
I don't know, so I don't lose it, you know. Like if I'm in a car and there's no phone mount, then like that, I know it's not going to go anywhere. Go ahead.
Hold on. Do you use like both legs for both like pedals or something? Like how? I'm trying to.
Both legs for both pedals?
Okay. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Okay. So sitting down on a chair. Okay.
Sitting down on my chair.
You said the phone's going in between your legs.
Yeah. Face down.
Face down in between your. So like, is it on the seat?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not like clenching with your feet or with your legs.
No. If you're clenching your legs while you're driving, you're gonna get in an accident.
Something else is like nestled in.
Yeah, it's nestled
on top of your phone.
Yeah, like parts of my thighs are.
Okay, all right, and then I'm literally sitting trying to pretend I'm driving right now with my phone.
Yeah.
In between my legs, and this
it just sits there.
Does not feel right. This does not feel right.
It's all right. You get used to it, you know.
But like, don't you shift? Or is it just me? It might be just me thing.
Do I shift? Like while I'm driving?
Like
do I move around?
Do you shift in your seat?
Not really. Like I'll sit down. I don't know if I shift. I've never paid attention to the shifting while I'm driving.
Huh. So you've never like dropped your phone like from... Okay. All right.
No, I don't drop it because it's nestled in between my thighs on the seat.
Oh, so you're putting it horizontally?
No, vertically.
Okay.
I have to, push it back a little bit.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I'll take a picture of it and I'll show you.
No, don't. No, let's
Why?
no, please, thank you. Let's
Right.
yeah. No.
Well, I want you to understand what's happening. That way it's all cleared up for you.
No, I'm good. I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to know anymore.
You sure?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I don't mind. It's really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could take a picture of like an index card,
Right, so does something happen in the Halo universe?
I'm sure somebody in the Halo universe does.
Picture with index card.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. I have an index card here. You guys see it? And I'm gonna put that where my phone would be. Don't worry, I'll make it safe. Take a little picture here. Boop. And then I'll send it to you right now. And then you can tell me live reaction here of what you think about the setup. You'll get to see my khakis too. I like these khakis. All right, just send it to you. So you'll get that in a second. There you go. It says delivered. Isn't that amazing? You can be all the way where you are, and I'm able to just send you a picture like that. Did you get it?
My phone is not allowing me to get... I was trying to use the Touch ID and it's not working.
Oh,
my
why not?
phone is literally like, no, don't look at this.
Oh, tell your phone to get over it. It'll be fine.
Oh, Trax, those aren't khakis. Trax, those aren't khakis.
They're khakis. What are you talking about?
No, they're not. Trax, they're not khakis.
What are they?
Trax, put some pants on, man.
Those are khakis.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. What is the picture I sent you? Dude, that's not my skin.
Which is the picture you sent me? Now you don't even know what was sent? Oh, no.
Yeah, you can see my shoes. Yeah, you can see the stitching,
Okay.
But now you see where it goes, though? You get it?
Sure. Yeah, I understand, but nice. I still don't feel like that would be a very comfortable way of driving.
Comfort.
I feel like if I was to do something like that, I would definitely lose my phone. Like it would probably
lose it.
Yeah, like it would fall. It would definitely fall like where the mat is for sure. If I was to do that.
Nah, because the bottom of it gets kind of wedged in there,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not me. I shift too much in my seat, so.
Yeah. What's all the shifting you're doing? Like while you're driving, or like at a red light?
Yeah. I'll just shift.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's what I do. I just shift.
I hear you. You're a shifter.
When I'm driving the Warthog.
Yeah.
I shift in my seat.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I shift all that much. I'll have to start paying attention to it.
Well, you haven't dropped your phone as of yet, and it's been nestled in between your thighs. So
correct.
I would assume that no, you don't shift as much.
I don't think so.
You haven't dropped the phone.
Yeah,
I definitely would have.
I do go on long drives though. Maybe my body's just gotten used to like, okay, let's not shift our legs,
I guess you know what? That's true because like I go through a long day of standing up or like walking around. So like I do feel like I could use some time to like stretch some of those muscles in my legs or something like, okay. So I'm shifting in my seat. While like hell I just shifted my seat now. While like driving. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, in theory, a lot of people could say, "Why don't you just stretch when you're done work?" Well, I kind of just, want to be.
Nah, I get it. I get it. What are you gonna break out a yoga mat right when you're done work? Put it in the middle of the lobby, start stretching out? Nah, dude, you gotta stretch where you can stretch, and sometimes you can only stretch when you're driving. I get it.
Yeah. When you're driving your Warthog.
Yeah, I get that. Definitely get that. All right, well, yeah, that's where my phone goes. I never use the back right pocket. Absolutely not. Never.
But that's usually for your wallet, no? Or that's what you said. Where you?
Oh, you know what?
Right?
When I had a wallet, I would put that in my front left pocket.
When you had a wallet.
Yeah.
Your front left pocket.
Front left is where the wallet would have gone.
So you don't carry a wallet now?
Not anymore.
Is everything all digital now for you? So everything's on your phone?
No, I actually have my driver's license. What do I have in here? I think it's just my driver's license that I have like inside of my phone case. So here's my phone, and I'll just open it up, and then in the back is my boom, got my driver's license. I probably shouldn't have shown that.
Oh, so you got the essentials in your phone case.
Correct. And then I use Apple Pay for everything, so I don't have to carry around my debit card.
Right, so that's what I meant by everything being digital at this point. Like,
oh, yes.
You don't carry around cash or anything.
No, and if I could have like a digital driver's license, I would.
Right, that'd be great.
That would be great. Fortunately, not a thing yet.
Do you feel like at some point we will hit that point where
Yeah.
like, everything will definitely be on your phone?
100%.
Right, like we'll have our health card on the phone. We'll have our driver's license on our phone.
Yeah, an insurance card, like a health insurance card on the phone, makes total sense to me. Driver's license, yes. I mean, look, if you can make the debit cards work, then I have no doubt that they can make the other stuff work.
I wonder if it's just a verification thing then at that point, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could understand
because like debit card is just a transaction.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. I understand the physical driver's license because like, okay, like would it be a lot easier to kind of do some kind of Photoshop thing, right? Because the driver's licenses, I imagine they're like this everywhere. They have a bunch of like, depending on what kind of light you're shining on it or where you shine the light, there's like little, like hologram kind of things that pop up.
Like bevel and embossed, like signatures and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe they'll keep that kind of thing. But if you have a digital one and it can be verified by the state or something like that, I don't see why they wouldn't eventually get to the point where everything's digital, and then they can just kind of take a look at your digital thing and then, verify it on their system or whatever. Like that doesn't seem like that hard of a thing to me, but who knows? Maybe we'll get there.
Well, I mean, we have a bunch of QR technology, right? Can we not attach like a QR code to our driver's license or something? Or is
yeah, exactly.
Just to verify that it's real or not? Because I mean, that's essentially what we use to verify anybody that's been vaccinated, right? And that was government issued as well.
Yeah, I don't know how they did that, actually. I don't think I ever had to prove.
Okay, well, at least for the theater and, like, I guess in over here in the great up north, I suppose.
Yeah.
We had, like, everything on the QR. There was a QR code.
Really?
Like, we just scanned in the QR code. And then it would tell us in the system, like, oh, hey, yeah, this is a verified, and this is actually legit,
Interesting.
And then, like, it would come up with, like, the date and, like, the date the vaccine was taken and like the name of the person and such.
Whoa. Yeah, I feel like if they can do it for that, they should be able to do it for a driver's license. How funny would it be though? Like you get pulled over, a cop just goes like, "Give me your phone."
Can I have your QR code, please? Yeah, exactly.
Can I have your QR? Give me your phone.
At that point, I'd really feel like a robot,
Yeah. Give me your chip. Sheesh. One day we'll get there. I'm sure.
I'm sure. I feel like at some point we will. Because like lately we've just been like less and less with like we don't carry as much anymore. I mean, you said it yourself, right? You kind of carry just the essentials when it comes to
like my wallet. My wallet is in like my bag. Like I have a backpack that has like my daily planner, my monthly planner, has my work computer, has my wallet in it. Like I don't need to carry my wallet around. There's like. Mm-hmm. I don't even know why I have it still, honestly. Insurance card, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got rid of all my rewards cards in my wallet, and I just kind of put it on an app.
Same.
So like I just if you need a barcode or whatever, just put it on that app, and then like there you
Yeah.
go. Okay, all on there. So like got rid of all my rewards cards, didn't need them anymore.
Right.
So that significantly lessened a lot of my wallet, which was nice.
Yeah.
And like I have the essentials in my wallet at this point.
I want to get one of
Driver's
those like
license, Presto card,
yeah.
health card, and like a couple other things in there.
I'd like to get a phone case that has like little like slides for any kind of cards and stuff like that. That way I could have like my insurance card with me. Or I mean, the only problem is like, okay, you lose your phone, you've lost everything. But I'll be honest, like,
Yeah.
I don't
But if you lose your wallet, you lost everything. So
right, exactly. You can lose your wallet. So like you lose your phone, you can lose your wallet. I think I would be way less likely to lose my phone than I would be to lose my wallet. I mean, like, people are so attached to their phones. You kind of panic if you can't find it. Like, I feel like that's the thing that we usually keep track of the best of all the things. I feel like the phone is the thing that people keep track of the most.
Yeah, like still, like even like at home, just as an example, like do you carry your wallet everywhere you are at home?
No, I don't.
Yeah, see, like my wallet stays on like the side table over there.
Yeah, little dish or
room,
something.
And, like,
yeah.
Well, my phone kind of stays on my bed, but
There you go.
I literally like I get home, that's the first thing I'm throwing my phone on the bed. It's like, okay, like
get some rest.
I wish my bed was like a wireless charger for my phone.
Oh, that'd be cool. I'd be scared about what that would do to my body in the long term, but yeah, that would be cool.
And then like at just some point I'm just sitting there like, oh wait, I got messages. Oops. It's all muffled, right? Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm hearing. I barely even hear that, right? So.
Yeah, but I can't wait to
like,
get to that
we
point.
texted you. Did you not get our text? No.
The only other thing that I would want to be on my phone too is like car keys. Like if I could somehow digitally make my phone like start my car. Now I drive a very, very old car, so it'd be impossible to do in older cars, obviously. But the newer ones with their technology and stuff like that.
For cars.
Who does?
Like the newer cars, they have like apps and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So like put your car keys into your phone, basically.
Yeah, I think one of the people at work, they bought like a Ford truck, and they can literally turn on their car from their phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
thank God that truck was affordable.
I saw what you did there. Affordable. That's good. I like that. All right. We got some Halo stuff to talk about here.
Afford it. Oh! Okay. Anyway, sorry. Go on. Halo stuff.
No, you're fine. We got a little bit of Halo stuff going on here. We have the winter update just around the corner, coming out November 8th.
Like, can I step around the building and see it?
Yes, you could look at, if you turned your calendar into blocks and made the blocks really big, then you'd be able to peer around November 3rd, since it's 12:01 a.m. right now.
Nice.
And then you'd be able to see November 8th down there a little bit, right around the corner.
Fantastic.
Also, funny enough, that is also the election day in the United States for the midterm elections. So, there you go.
Midterm elections?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, every 4 years, there's the presidential election, right?
Right.
And there's a bunch of other races that happen at the same time as the presidential election. There's Congress people, there's some governors and stuff like that. But it's not every single position that's up. So what happens is there are some positions that are up on like the alternating 4 years, I guess, if that makes sense. So every 2 years we have an election. When it's not the presidential election going on, then we call those the midterms. So presidential election happened in 2020. So now the midterms are happening in 22, and then the presidential election will happen again in 24. So every 2 years we have elections.
Okay.
And then sometimes there's random elections that happen under different circumstances, but I think the vast majority of them are vast majority of them happen over the course of 4 years, but some of them happen in the 2 years. So yeah,
I see.
there you go. The more you know.
Burrito.
Yeah.
The more you know.
So we got the winter update coming November 8th, and there is an update that was put out on Halo Waypoint called Match XP Beta and Progression for the winter update. And so we're going to go through the article and talk about what we like, what we don't like, what we're excited about, whatever gets the creative juices flowing for us. Okay. Now,
sweet.
This was written by Alex Wakeford. Go ahead and make a pun out of that one. And he
Are you
writes,
giving like a pause so then I can come up?
I was, but
Is
then
that what that was?
I wasn't sure if you're gonna go for it, so then I was like, well, I don't want to just leave him out there to dry, so I guess I'll just continue.
Right, but I wasn't certain if you actually wanted me to go for it because it felt almost kind of like sarcasm there. So...
No, it's definitely one of those like, oh no, don't do it, Don't
do it? Okay, so I won't.
No, but like, no, not don't do that. It's like, oh no, don't do that,
It's too late. I'm not doing it.
No, I wanted you to. Come on. Jesus.
Oh, no, it's not happening now.
All right, so Alex Wakeford. Wakeford? Yeah, Wakeford.
Thank God he just woke up.
He writes, when the winter update arrives on November 8th, Halo Infinite's Battle Pass. Should I give him a voice? I say him.
You
I gotta
can
be
do
careful
whatever
here.
you like.
Alex is a gender-neutral name. Okay. Him. When the winter update arrives on November 8th, Halo Infinite's I won't do that for the whole thing. Halo Infinite's Battle Pass progression system will be overhauled thanks to the launch of the Match XP beta. I'm already annoyed.
Fair enough. You committed long enough.
Match XP beta? Why has it got to be a beta? It's just XP. No?
Well, if you scroll further down.
All right, we'll keep going. The winter update brings a free 30-tier battle pass and the introduction of the Match XP beta. Challenges and ultimate rewards will also receive a significant rework to improve your progression and customization journey. For this battle pass, for players who haven't yet completed season 1 and 2, and for all future battle passes as well. Let's dive into the specifics of what's coming. So, for Match XP Beta, he writes, we're excited to be taking the first major step towards evolving Halo Infinite's player progression experience by directly acting on player feedback to evolve XP and progression in Halo Infinite. That seemed like a really long sentence. With Match XP...
I think they call those run-on sentences.
With Match XP, players will be rewarded for playing whatever mode they want, and your performance in those matches will tie into those rewards. As such, when the winter update launches, the majority of XP that you will earn will come from Match XP. Oh, interesting. So Match XP consists of XP for completing matches, and then additional XP for your performance in the match. This accounts for things like being on the winning team, your end of match placement, and more. Take a look at how it appears in the game. So they have this little picture up. It says match rewards, arena match complete, 150 XP, top 50% of the team, 50 XP, winning team, 50 XP, MVP, 50 XP. I don't hate that. What do you think about that so far?
I mean, it's fine. It works great for people that are trying to progress to the battle pass without needing to have to do challenges. So I'm all for it.
All right, fair enough. The reason we're calling this the Match XP beta, this guy read my mind, is because we are going to be monitoring the values for each reward category, adjusting them as we move forwards with this new model. There's a typo there. This means that the values, when the winter update launches,
grammar Nazi,
will not be final, and you can expect to see them tuned up or down to provide an enhanced earn rate. We look forward to getting your feedback on the rate of progression in the free winter update battle pass. Okay, why not just call the whole game a beta? Call everything in the game a beta if like everything's subject to change. So I don't really get this. But that's okay. They're going to be changing it, especially after it rolls out right away. So that's good. They'll listen to player feedback. We'll see how that goes. People have wanted match XP since the very beginning. It's why they put in those silly daily, complete a game XP challenges things. So this will be nice because, I think one thing that nobody really liked is that, after however many games, I think it was like 6 or 7 games, all of a sudden you would be getting like 50 XP per game. And so like, if you're somebody like me who's going to play once a week or maybe twice a week, you very quickly kind of get the bulk of your XP in the first couple games. And then you're kind of getting like not a lot of XP at all after those. So, having something where like you can get more XP per game for doing better, I think everybody's pretty happy with that. How do you feel about that, Mystery?
Actually, now that I think about it,
Yeah.
I just when the way you kind of said that last sentence, how like we were just getting like 50 XP for like completing matches and all that stuff. That kind of became very predictable, right? So like you can very much predict, oh, hey, after 4 games or something, I will be able to level up, kind of thing, right?
Right.
There's something a bit more fun about like sitting there and anticipating whether or not you're going to level up, right? There is this like little shot of adrenaline or this little shot of like, like I'm right there. If I just play one more game, like I can definitely get this. I can definitely get to the next level or something like that. And like it's all at that point, it's all based on performance and all that stuff too, right? So so like I don't know. It's exciting to hear that we are getting these different kinds of like XP, the different ways of earning XP here that are not related to specifically challenges. But I'm also really excited to get that feeling back of like, if I do well or something, I'll get like not a very specific amount of XP. Like it's not going to be 50 XP every single game. It's going to be maybe like 150 or 250 or something like that. This game. And like then I can have that anticipation of like, oh, did I level up? Did I level up? Like I'm hoping to see that at some point.
That's a fair point. And you know what? I didn't even think about that, but I think you're right. Not knowing, oh wait, did I get enough points? Did I do enough? Am I going to get it?
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. Something I didn't even think about before.
I was only thinking about that because I've been playing like on my spare time. I've been playing some MCC just to unwind and go to bed.
Yeah.
Right. And like, one of the things that happens at the end of a game is you'll see like your progress on what rank you are and all that stuff. Right.
Right.
Like, it's not like I'm getting 50 XP because I completed the match. It's like I'm getting like 1,000 something XP. And it never is like a specific like rounded number. It's like 1,000 something and like 48 or something.
Right. Because it's all based on what you
XP. Did. And it's like, oh, did I level up? Did I level up? Oh no, I didn't level up. But I'm so close. I can do one more game and then I'll level up. And then yay, it'll be great, So there's like that anticipation, which is really exciting to hopefully get back, or at least get the reminiscence of that back.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's good. Next part of this article, they talk about challenges and ultimate rewards. Up to this point, completing challenges has been the main progression driver through the battle pass. Challenges grant XP, which levels you up each reward tier. With the winter update, we are looking to evolve this system as we pursue the goal of helping players progress their battle passes at a faster rate in response to community feedback. This means that the system will transition to be match XP focused, with challenges providing a bonus boost. Makes sense. I like that. You're on board with that too, Mystery, right?
Sorry, I got distracted by this one comment here, actually. Heavens Repel says, games that are in beta are allowed to constantly push updates, while games that are not in beta have to use more money and more resources to push out updates. Hence why Fortnite is still considered beta.
Isn't that crazy? Fortnite is still considered a beta.
I mean, I guess that's what allows them to push out those updates, right?
Yeah, but couldn't you
saying,
push?
Right? Games that are in beta are allowed to constantly push updates, while games that are not, they use money and other resources to push it out. But like, Interesting. I'm still trying to figure out, like, okay, wait, so if we push out stuff from a beta, like we make new stuff for a beta, doesn't that cost money though? It's like, doesn't it cost money for like Fortnite to create the Spider-Man skin or the Dragon Ball skin or whatever skin that they are creating right now?
I always thought the beta thing was kind of like them, like, I don't, maybe as like an advertising thing, or just kind of like an excuse of like, hey, if you don't like something, it's just a beta, don't even worry about it. Like, that's always what I thought they were doing with that. But right, Apex Legends, yes. Apex Legends is not a beta, correct?
I do not know the answer to that question.
All right, I want to see this. I want to see, is Fortnite still a beta? Because I believe that it is. I'm pretty sure it says it. But I'm just curious what Google comes up with. Google. Is Fortnite still in beta? It's like the very first search result. Fortnite is still in beta because Epic Games has not, quote unquote, finished development on Fortnite, either on Save the World or Battle Royale.
So it's still in beta? Sorry, what was that?
Why is Fortnite still in beta? Top answer update. Are you looking for an answer? Oh my god, I'm getting all these pop-ups. I'm sorry. It's asking me if I'm a robot.
Are you a robot?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Why is Fortnite still in beta? It's in beta so they can add pointless... Okay, this is not an answer that was real. I accidentally just found somebody's comment. I didn't mean to start reading it. They said it's in beta so they can add pointless shit kids like to distract them from the bugs in the game and keep them playing and eventually make them buy an item from the item shop. Okay, that is not the technical answer I was looking for. Okay, Fortnite, blah, 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 blah. This is not helpful either. I'll have to look into this a little bit more. Maybe it is what Heavens Repel is saying. But I mean, Modern Warfare isn't Modern Warfare like Warzone? They still do regular updates for that. I don't think that that's considered in beta.
Right, but like they're also saying that like it costs money, right? So while games that are not in beta have to use more money and more resources to push out updates. So, hence why Fortnite is still considered a beta, right? So I'm wondering if it actually, like, if it's in beta, does it cost them money to push out those updates? Whereas if it's an actual game, when they put out those updates, does that cost them money?
That's a good question. Like, you mean like on the developer side? Like,
yeah, on the developer side. So, okay, Halo Infinite is no longer in beta right now. So any update that comes out now is 343 Industries paying money for that update to be released. That's the question that I now have, because it doesn't make sense for... I don't understand how, like, why it would.
I think that's exactly what Heavens Repel is saying.
Hey, in order to get this out to all of to everybody, right? We need to use this service to get it out to everybody. Therefore, we need to pay money for that service. Is that what it is?
I think I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the comment that Heaven had left at first, but now I think that I get it. I think that's exactly what they're saying, which logically makes some sense to me. So maybe that is why it's still in quote unquote beta. They just kind of like found a loophole. Just say your game's in beta forever.
That is what it is.
Interesting. Okay, well, the more you know.
Sorry. Okay. Anyways, I got distracted because I was reading that and I was trying to understand it while you were reading the challenges and ultimate reward stuff.
Yeah. No worries.
But then it just had more questions in there that I thought it would be interesting to bring up.
No, I think
where did you
perfect.
leave off here? Did you finish the completion of challenges section? Like
no, not yet. Still in the middle of it.
In the middle of it, so we went to the second paragraph.
Yep. Continuing, it says, we still believe that challenges can help spark players' interest in the game and provide some good direction for short-term goals. I'm totally one of those people. I love challenges. Which has previously been a part of the multiplayer experience in Halo Reach and Halo 4, but the purpose of challenges will be redirected. Okay, what are they going to say here? Completion of challenges will still provide some XP, but they will now primarily serve as a path towards earning customization items each week through the ultimate reward. Okay, so
does that mean they're changing the customization we're earning? Like, are we actually getting items as opposed to... What does that mean?
No, I think what they're saying is, okay, your challenges, the real goal of your challenges is going to be for whatever the weekly reward is. Like, that's really the purpose of the challenges, but we're still going to give you XP with the challenges.
Right, but you will only be able to get this XYZ item if you complete the ultimate challenges, or you complete these challenges. There's no other way to get this.
Right, which is kind of what they do now.
Hence the incentive. Okay, that makes sense.
Right. It's just also the challenges have been the primary way to go through the battle pass. So I think they're trying to make that distinction of like, hey, look, challenges are still going to be there. It's still going to be for the ultimate reward. But really, the only purpose of the challenges is for the ultimate reward. They'll have some XP, but the main driver of your XP through the battle pass is going to be your match XP, which I think everybody would be on board with. I think that's perfectly fine. So
now I got a question at that point.
Go ahead.
Right. The question that I have now is, like, what are the stats of like the amount of people that are actually going towards ultimate rewards? Like, what is the biggest thing, or usually the thing that they will go for and they will guarantee to go through challenges to earn the ultimate reward for? Is it stickers? Is it poses? Is it armor? Is it armor. Color, the shaders? Is it like if that's the case, like, are we gonna start tailoring those rewards to be more of the stuff that we're getting more activity in? I don't know how to like actually ask this question, but I'm hoping you're understanding what I'm kind of like trying to ask.
I think so. I'm gonna rephrase it in my brain, and you let me know if you think I'm on this, if I'm understanding correctly. I think what you're saying is like,
sorry,
okay,
it's been a long week.
No, you're okay. I think what you're saying, and I just want to make sure I understand, is that like, okay, so far we're about a year in, we have all this data, right? And we have data for, well, you know, when it comes to the weekly challenges, are we noticing that, okay, are certain types of items, whether it be armor, shaders, emblems, whatever, like what is drawing in more people who are going through their challenges to unlock those rewards? And I think that, you know, I think that's a really good question. And I would hope that they're seeing what people are responding to and they're coming up with more items like it. So I would imagine that, because I'm trying to think about the things that I've gone after. I've gone after little charms on the guns. I've gone after the shaders, like the colors. I've gone after armor. I could care less about emblems. I'd never go for, like, I don't really care about, if I get the emblem because I'm just playing a lot of Halo that week, then okay, I got it. But I never really go after the emblems. But there was
not to diss any or put down any people that do, you know, put the hard work in those emblems. You know?
Yeah, and that's correct. It's just, for me, what I'm looking at when I'm playing the game, it's like, it's all the stuff that I'm talking about. The emblems, you know, and whoever designed them, like, they're fine, they're good. It's just, it's not something I really look at all that much, so it's just not as important to me. So I'm not I don't want, if the emblem artist for Halo Infinite is listening to this podcast, I love you, and I think that you're doing a great job. For me personally, it's not the thing that I usually look at that I really want to go after, but I think they look fine. They look good. All right, so completion of challenges will still provide...
They don't look excellent. He said they look fine. Just saying.
Completion of challenges will still provide some XP, but they will now primarily serve as the path towards earning customization. Oh, I already read that. Okay. Okay, here we go. The system is getting an overhaul of its own based... What is this sentence? This system is getting an overhaul of its own based... Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Of its own, based on player feedback.
The system is getting an overhaul of its own based on player feedback, which can be summarized in 3 main points. The way that Alex's brain works when he's writing this is not the way that my brain works when I'm reading it. So sorry. Okay, number 1. We are reducing the number of we are reducing the number of challenges required to hit the ultimate challenge from 20 to 10.
Holy, okay.
Well, I would definitely be more willing to play more to unlock like the weekly challenge if it's only 10. 20 has been a little bit too much for
People
me.
are already doing that stuff within like one night, so just imagine how quickly they'll be doing it now that it's cut in half.
Yeah. I feel like I would make sure though, like this could be like a thing that gets me to like play everywhere. Because sometimes I'll like boot the game up on like a Monday, right? Say I boot up on a Monday, and I say I got 20 challenges if I want the weekly reward. I might go, you know what? I'm just gonna play some State of Decay, or maybe I'll play some Grounded, whatever. But if I boot it up on a Monday and I go like, oh, I like this thing. Oh, 10 challenges to get it. You know what? I'm going to make tonight a Halo night. I'm going to get these challenges done. Like, I could see me doing that.
Okay. That makes sense.
Second part here is all challenges and regular weekly decks can be completed in any playlist. Oh, thank God, man. The amount of times that I saw, like...
Yeah, that's huge.
Win 3 Rumble Pit games. It's like, F off, dude. I don't want to play Rumble Pit. Like, I don't want to do that. So
Reroll. Oh, darn, they're all Rumble Pit.
Swap. And number 3, challenges are more general overall. I don't know if I love that. We'll see what that means. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Okay. Continuing, since launch, a common point of feedback we've received from the community was that players didn't enjoy queuing for playlists they wouldn't otherwise play. Simply to complete a challenge, that was your biggest issue, right? With the events, wasn't it?
Yeah, being very specific to that of, oh, okay, well, we're going to do the 10-year event, and I'm stuck playing, I don't know, Super Fiesta or something.
Whatever playlist, right. Time. Yeah. I remember you talking about that. Okay, so Mystery, they were listening to the podcast. They heard you.
Yeah.
A year later, they're making the change here. So simply to complete a challenge and move their battle pass progression forward. Mode-specific challenges were found to be prohibitive to playing with friends, and players shouldn't have to choose between progress or playing together. Damn right, dude. Damn right. We've run into that a lot with Community Night. The winter
where it's just like, oh, hey, I need to finish challenges. Okay, well, does that mean like we have to play this? Oh no, but I have to get this challenge completed.
Right.
And I have to play King of the Hill for this one, but I have to play Last Man Standing for this one. So like, how are we gonna do this? You know, like.
Right. Exactly. So that's good that that's gonna be gone. The winter update will mark the beginning of shifting all challenges to playlist agnostic. For the time being, event challenges will remain in their current form, tied to their respective event playlists, but players can expect to see this change in the future as well. Wait, what? The winter update will mark the beginning of shifting all challenges. Okay, so it's not going to be at the very beginning of the winter update. This is going to happen over the course of the winter update. Okay. All right. These overhauls to progression also mean that a fire team of friends can stick together and move through their weekly challenges and battle passes without needing to worry about each other player's individual challenges. Good.
Yay!
As we're looking to address a lot of community feedback we received around challenges, and we're shifting the philosophy, the Winter Update's Ultimate Rewards will feature the most popular Ultimate Rewards from Seasons 1 and 2 to help players get a chance to earn them in case they missed them last time. Well, that's cool.
Okay. How interesting. So,
yeah.
What does that mean for the people that have already earned them, though?
Oh, sucks.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Maybe they'll have like a backup for people who have already done it. I don't know.
But then how are those people going to earn that other backup? The people that didn't earn it.
Maybe. Here's my idea. If it's me. I would take like, okay, a list of like 1 through, we'll just do half a year, 1 through 26. What are the 1 through 26 most popular weekly rewards? Okay. And then winter update is what, 4 months, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 12 weeks. So I'm taking the top 12 weekly rewards and dishing them out for weeks 1 through 12. But then there's that list. So if you've missed any of the weekly challenges from seasons 1 or 2, then those ultimate rewards will pop up for you. Maybe that's how they'll do it. maybe not. I actually have no idea, but that's what I would do.
The workaround I was thinking was maybe you know how some tiers you can earn two things. One of them would be an old one, and one of them would also be a new one in the same tier.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
So then, if you've already earned it, you're still earning something new because, well, there's something new in that same tier.
That would be cool.
Wow, you're really fidgety today, huh?
Me? This is just my tape measure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We hope you all enjoyed. We hope you all enjoyed the opportunity to earn these on the new and improved systems during the winter update. Okay, next is career progression. In addition to these improvements for match XP, challenges, ultimate rewards, and your battle pass progression, the team is also continuing to work on an overarching career progression system. Oh my god. We'll have more to share on that in the future, but it's important to plant a stake in the ground at this point and make clear that what's coming in the winter update is just the beginning of broader changes to come. The amount of times that this company has said, it's just the beginning. Stuff's coming in the future. This is just the beginning. It is so tiresome.
I can't wait for the next update when they just call it, this is just the beginning.
Oh yeah, after the endless, it's Halo the beginning.
Halo the endless, and then like the next sequel game after that is it's just the beginning.
The beginning. It's just the beginning. To our players, thank you.
Yeah, not even feedback. Just the beginning. It's just the beginning. That's the actual title. It's just the beginning.
It's just more to come in the future.
No, that's the sequel to that. Halo, it's just the beginning, and then Halo, more to come in the future. This is great.
To our players, thank you for your feedback around challenges and progression since launch. We're excited for you all to get your We're excited for you all to get hands-on with these changes and continue to evolve the experience to be more rewarding. Please continue to share your feedback with us online and here in our forums. Alex Wakeford, community writer. As a longtime community member, Alex Wakeford has permanently wired his brain, permanently wired his brain to the Halo universe over the last 2 decades. Its stories, characters, themes, and community are all the pillars of awesome that drive his love for the franchise. After ... I'm not going to read the rest of it, but that's a little bit about Alex.
There is no rest of it. How do I continue to see the rest of it?
Oh, just after. I thought that was like a way to kind of open up the bio there.
Like an ellipses to open. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Maybe it's maybe you have to click on his name or something.
After ... Okay, there you go.
I don't. Oh, there. Okay, there.
There it is. After journeying.
Oh, it's not that much longer, actually.
After journeying through teaching and several gaming industry roles, Alex is now a writer on the community team at 343 Industries, looking to connect fans more deeply with the franchise and universe they love. Well, thank you, Alex. Thank you for writing that. It was great.
Okay.
This guy does like all the updates.
What are we thinking about this whole career progression thing? Do you think they're going to be doing like commendations and all that stuff, or like is it like a whole like actual like ranking system or something? Oh, your Spartan is a corporal. Your Spartan is this. Your Spartan is that.
Yeah, I really, there's a part of me that really just wants them to copy and paste the Halo 3 military ranks for the progression system. I think pretty much everybody was happy with that. So
I have a feeling
I'd like to see that again.
Do. Sorry, go on.
I was just saying, like, I'd like to see that. I would like to see that again. What were you gonna say though?
I have a feeling what they may do is they may grab the ranking system from Halo MCC. Because if you think about it, the Halo MCC ranking system had the like Not like almost. It was like a prestige. You know how Call of Duty has the prestiging thing?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you hit the max rank, you can prestige and go back to rank 1 or whatever, and continue again.
Yeah.
They have something similar to that in MCC now. I think they're called tours.
Okay.
Right. So you're in your first tour, you're in your second tour, you're in your third tour, and so on and so forth. So they could just like implement that into Halo Infinite. They just have to find a little bit more fancy or a little bit better of a indicator as to what tour you're on. Like what number tour you're on.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's something that could be done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to any kind of ideas. I'm so nervous when they do something new. I'm always so nervous about what they're gonna do, or whenever they innovate on something that we've already had before. It's kind of like I'm just nervous about it.
Although something that could be cool.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I got distracted by whatever the heck you're doing on the
I broke off my thing. This is my
Is that what that bump was? See, here's the thing, like I'm watching you through the Twitch stream, and that's like a 3 or 4 second delay, so I hear a bump and then like, okay, what happened? And now I'm just seeing you fiddle around with another thing.
I didn't mean to. This is not on purpose.
If you guys are wanting to see this, you got to check out the stream, twitch.tv/RedSpartan Podcast. Just throwing that out there.
I don't know if this screws back in or what's going
on. I think it would be cool to have like a commendation thing, and then at the end when you reach like oh, what if a commendation was set like, you know how they had the Halo 4 commendations, like, oh, if you reach this level, this weapon level or something like that in your commendations, like you can reach like or a certain amount of kills, you reach this level of the weapon level commendations.
Yeah, when you said accommodation, that's exactly what I was thinking about, was the Halo 4 accommodations.
Right. Okay. So imagine if they had tied maybe like an armor set to a specific commendation.
Oh, I like that.
So when you reach like level 1 or level 2 in that weapon commendation, you earn the gauntlets of that specific Spartan armor for that specific commendation. Right? So okay, let's just take the assault rifle just as an example. When you reach the master commendation for that weapon, you will have fully unlocked a new Spartan armor. Right? And then you have another separate new Spartan armor for your battle rifle. So every level you progress in that commendation, you earn the gauntlets, you earn the legs, you earn the shoulders, you earn the helmet, and you earn
like Exodia.
And so on and so forth. Yeah, there you go, like Exodia. The Forbidden One.
Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. At first I was thinking like, well, why not just have like a special a special weapon skin? But no, I like that idea. I like the idea of like, you know,
yeah, that could be the top tier, right? Like at that point you can get like, because like what was it? Call of Duty has the golden camo, right? Or the weapon camo or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that could be another thing that could be done, but I feel like it could be cooler to have Spartan armor. Like, oh, I mastered the BR with this and like have like a BR specific armor that you can flaunt around.
It's like made up of little tiny BRs that are all kind of like layered on top of each other. That'd be badass.
Yeah, there you go.
Or something.
Exactly.
Something unique about it for sure.
We got to be careful as to what we're calling the BR now, because don't forget the bandit rifle's coming.
Oh my god, too. That's a thing. Is that still a thing? When's that coming out? In the future?
Yeah, I guess so.
I like that idea a lot. I love the idea, you know, having different armor unlocked and, you know, getting a little piece and, you know, for a different accommodation and then kind of putting them all together. I think that's cool. That would have me kind of excited. That was something that Call of Duty
could also be incentive for you to like unlock stuff, right? Like, oh, I like that actually. That's a really cool armor.
Yeah. No,
okay, let's
100%.
try to get these combinations done.
I think that's something that I really miss from the original Call of Duty games. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Especially Modern Warfare 2. The guns, like in order to unlock some of the weapon skins, you know, you had to get like a certain amount of kills or a certain amount of headshots, or and then you had to unlock all the accommodations for each gun in order to unlock like the gold camo or whatever it was.
Right.
I think in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original one, it was like Red Tiger camo was like the top. That's you getting. It might have been like a couple hundred headshots with a weapon or something like that. I kind of missed those because it gave you something to work on. It gave you something to kind of go after. And this game, having different playlists where you start out with a pistol, start out with an assault rifle, start out with a BR, and then like weapon placement wise, like it's not hard to figure out where these weapons are at, and then you can just adjust the, you can adjust the accommodations based on like how frequently do these weapons pop up and stuff like that. And like I don't know, I feel like that's such an easy way to get people involved in the game and have them working towards something that makes it more fun to kind of have these rewards for grinding and for playing. I wish that they would do something like that. I don't know what happened, man. I feel like there are all these good ideas for games back in the late 2000s, and it's like everybody just forgot about them. Everybody just forgot. We just had to update and evolve and make new things that are super duper crazy. It's like I feel like we've just gotten away from some of the basic shit that had us really involved and really enjoying games. Do you remember achievements on the Xbox 360, how easy it was to pull them up? And the Xbox One comes out and it's like a different app that has to launch to show you where your achievements are. Like, there's just decisions like that. And I know that's totally separate from Halo, but I'm just saying, it seems like
right, but I mean,
there's old ideas.
It is slightly different.
There's old ideas that work, and then they're innovated on in a way that like totally disrupts the way that they worked before, and then like they're not as effective, or it doesn't make as much sense. Like these weapon skins with the AR and unless it's like an ultimate reward that you get for completing a bunch of challenges, you're not really working for them. I guess you could make the argument you're going through the battle pass, but at the end of the day, you're just playing games. You're not doing anything specific. Like having those Halo 4 accommodations where you're specifically, okay, let me get this many kills, and they could break it down further. Let's get this many headshots, get this many kills. Get kills by shooting the grenades at the grenade spawns. Like there's so many different things that you can do. And like they're just not there. They're not there, but we had these ideas like 15 years ago. I just don't get it, Mystery. Help me understand.
You know what, like that also helped towards like actually like elongating your play, right? Like, hey, like I have these commendations and I feel like I want to complete them, right? Because I'm a little bit of a completionist, if you will,
Yeah.
That's gonna make me want to like maybe do some grinding and do some like get some AR kills until I reach 2,500 kills with the AR, and that's what max rank is or something, like, and all that kind of stuff. So like, yeah, those are tools, or those were things that were there in the past that allowed for us to be able to kind of grind, and allowed for us to want to play more often and constantly play. Gave us something to build up towards, and we have an opportunity here to be able to at least unlock more stuff with it, instead of just having it as a what's the word I'm looking for, that bragging rights, as a form of bragging rights.
Yeah.
I could say, oh, hey, I completed all of the Halo 4 commendations, but I have nothing to show for it. But I can say that I've beaten all the Halo 4
did it, I swear,
because I have, but I have nothing to show for it.
Yeah. Yeah, right? I just like something, man, something to show it off. Like you could have, imagine this accommodation. You could do it with vehicles, certain amount of miles driven with the Warthog, or kilometers, whatever. Kilometers
and you get a
driven.
Golden Warthog or something.
Yeah, exactly. Get the Golden Warthog. Like, oh, that guy. Okay, maybe to get the Golden Warthog, you have to complete the 5 accommodations that come with the Warthog, including distance traveled, assists, kills on the gunner, splatters, like just right there, boom, 1 2 3 4. Okay, you complete 1 2 3 4 all the way to the ultimate level, whatever. Okay, now you unlock the golden warthog. Like, you see somebody with the golden warthog, like, oh, okay, that dude's put some time into driving.
He's probably a good driver. Yeah,
he's probably a good driver. Like, oh, look at that. Like, you're right, the bragging rights. And now anything that anybody has that's a different color, it's like, oh, I wonder if that was in the store. Is that in the battle pass or is that in the store? Like, either way, it doesn't carry the same. It looks cool, but it doesn't carry any sort of like value behind it when other people see it, other than, oh, it looks neat, and that's it.
I mean, yeah, like a gold tier used to be a pretty high tier, right? It's like, oh my god, okay, this guy's put in work into it, or this person's put work into it, right? Obviously, they have this gold tier gun or gold tier something, right? But now it just seems like, okay, I can just get this armor shader that's gold, and
yeah,
it doesn't really mean anything, I guess. It's just gold.
Right, it's just gold. It's like, okay, that guy got a gold thing.
Let's get ourselves like a diamond camoed warthog.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. I don't know. Am I just old? And nothing's as good as things were when I was a kid? Is this what happens?
So okay, I do have a question now though.
Yeah.
Not to kind of like dissuade your question, but the question that I have is in relation to modern gaming in general right now. Right?
Yeah.
Does Fortnite have these commendations and all that stuff?
No.
They don't have it. So are we saying that like in modern games in general now it's just become less of a thing? Because don't they still have it in Call of Duty, which is still a pretty AAA title?
It's a good question. I haven't really played like the okay, I know that in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the remake, the one that came out a couple of years ago, I know for sure there are camos and weapon attachments that you can only unlock by using the gun in the multiplayer.
Right, it was Obsidian or something, right? So like once you gold tiered every single weapon, you got like the Obsidian camo or something like that for that?
Oh, maybe. I don't remember exactly how.
And then there was like another one. If you gold tiered every single weapon, then you get another camo that you can attach to any weapon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not even playing Modern Warfare 2, but the idea of like getting an M4 and just kind of unlocking all the different things to make it look, doing that, like, I'm actually interested in doing that, even though like I don't even have the game downloaded. I miss that. Like, okay, I got to get some more kills. Let me kind of grind for this. Like, the grind can be fun when you have a game that's a solid gameplay, and Halo Infinite does have solid gameplay. It's just it's missing that kind of like that extra layer of like, why am I here? Why am I playing this? And if it's like, okay, I'm working on my...
Other than I'm enjoying playing it.
Right. But like, if I'm working on my sticky accommodation, I'm trying to get sticks, or I'm focusing a little bit more on that, or making sure I know where the sticky spawns are, so I'm always kind of running over to them. Like that adds like another layer of something that you're doing. A game within a game.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point, right? Because I never even thought about that. Like, I don't know where any of the weapons spawn in like any of those maps. I can never seem to remember it, but like that's because I never go up and pick them up. But if I have a commendation that makes me want to, instead of a challenge, a commendation that makes me want to go actually find them and pick them up, then I would actually probably remember where they are.
Yeah, I remember playing a big team battle game, and I was trying to do a challenge for like the Needler or something like that. I'm like, I have no idea where the Needler spawns are. It's like, okay, well now I kind of learned where they were at because I had to try and find a Needler. Like, awesome. But like, if there is a Needler accommodation and I'm working on that, like, yeah, I'm getting a Needler each game. I know where they spawn. I know where to go to. Like, all right, bet, banging, perfect. Now I understand the maps more. Now I know where all the weapon spawns are if I'm going after these accommodations. Now I know, like, in a regular game that I'm playing, maybe I'm playing a ranked game. You know what? I know the stickies are gonna spawn over in that corner. Right? Like, it can grow your the level of awareness that you have for the game and for the maps. And if you have that, you're going to do better, which is going to make you feel better about playing the game, and you're going to want to play more. There's like a positive feedback loop there. So I feel like they can only help. It doesn't seem like a difficult thing to figure out. I mean, we just did it in like couple minutes here. Get on it, 343. We got some ideas for you guys. I swear to God, we've had so many ideas for you guys to make this game great. I don't know what we're doing.
But also, when we think about implementing this system, we have to also take into consideration that now we've changed weapon spawns in general. Because if I remember correctly, like the sniper doesn't always spawn in on a specific map. It could be a sniper or a skewer in that specific section, right?
True.
So like, what if you're playing to try to only get sniper kills, right? But you only get you end up getting the map that gives you the skewer instead of the sniper.
Ugh,
what are you going to do for the rest of that game? Find
another accommodation.
Okay, what if the sniper is the final accommodation that you want to do?
Quit. I mean, I wouldn't.
And how does that now increase the player, like, the being able to play or wanting to play?
Right.
How does that keep the player retention? That's the word I was looking for.
It doesn't. Well, I mean, I don't know how many people would just straight up and quit because of the penalty that you get for quitting too much. But I get what you're saying. It does sort of, because of the way they decided to have weapon spawns in the game, maybe it kind of limits them there too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Halo the Endless, reboot the whole thing again. Just reboot all of it. Just throw it all out, start all over from scratch.
But isn't Infinite already endless?
That's a good point. Oh, that's a really good point. That's a weird... I didn't even realize that. Halo the Endless. Halo Infinite. What's the difference there?
Halo +1.
Endless +1. I don't know. They got to figure some shit out, though. For sure. All right, sir. Do we have any questions from the company corner? Company trap?
I'm gonna check. No, we do not. Not this week.
Beautiful.
I didn't put up a topic or a theme or anything this week, so.
No worries. I know that you and I both have just been absolutely... What's the word by work? Overtaken.
Busy.
We've been busy. Let me pull up a question here for us, okay?
Sure.
All right, let's go. That one's kind of boring. Oh, here we go. Question of the day. Question of the podcast. If you could wake up tomorrow with 3 new skills in which you excelled, what would they be and why?
3 new skills that I excel in?
Yeah, automatically excel. Boom.
Automatically.
Okay.
I would need some time to kind of think about this, but one of the first things that I would want to be able to excel in is maybe, like when I can think of something, like when you can picture something in your head and putting it on paper.
Yeah.
Right? Ooh. I would love to be able to kind of like picture something in my head and be able to kind of just draw it on a piece of paper from there, and then I can kind of throw it onto Illustrator or Photoshop and create it. So the skill of being able to kind of just like, okay, this is the way they should be able to do. This is the way I picture it. This is the way I want it to see it. I can just throw it on a piece of paper. Then I can just do what I need to do with it.
Very specific skill. I like it a lot. I like exactly the direction you want or you went. Very good option. For my first skill, I am going to... Okay, this is a skill that I want. No matter how somebody's reacting to me emotionally, I am like stoic. So there are times when I'm, at work and I'm going through the sales process, and people can get very emotional sometimes. Being able, and look, maybe this comes with time or whatever, but if tomorrow I could wake up and just excel with this, I would. Just stay calm, cool under pressure, help them kind of work through what they're working through without kind of getting overwhelmed myself. Or if there's somebody who's kind of like trying to rush, like, come on dude, let's just move through it, let's just go, being able to kind of just like, hey, look man, it's all good, you all right, like what's happening here, you got to go somewhere, being able to kind of like just kind of slow things down and not react to people, to kind of like kind of stick to that mindset that I want to have, kind of like a stoic nature. So that's my first skill that I'm picking.
Almost like you might have you have a calming enough presence to be able to have like the magic bullet for like to say something, or to be able to kind of like, oh hey, like everything's going to be fine kind of thing, right? Or
well, have you ever had the experience where like you get in an argument with somebody or something like that, and then like you're in your car driving away later and you're like, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that, I should have said this. And it's like when you are feeling sort of emotional, it's like hard to like think about the things that you should say or the things that you want to say. And it's not until later on when everything's kind of settled down that your brain is like, hey, this would have been good to say, that you could have done this or this or this, or made this decision. So like being able to kind of like have that clarity of thought in the middle of it, that's the skill I want.
Okay. That makes sense. The second skill that I could think of, it also kind of relates around like, technology and like the, I guess, design and like creation aspect of it. And that would probably have to do with a little bit of the things that I do not know how to do right now, which is like things like After Effects, like being able to kind of like sit there and like, again, create something that I can think of in my head and know exactly how to do it.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of having to like Google it or like try to figure out what the correct like terms are to Google it and figure out how I want to create what I want to create. Like just be able to kind of just create it. Like, the other thing in also kind of in I guess relation would be like things like using Adobe Audition or like getting specific sound effects to make us one sound effect that I want to make. And all that kind of stuff. Like just kind of like creating all of that stuff, I think would be a great skill for me to kind of really move forward personally. If I was able to do like, have it tomorrow or something like that, wake up tomorrow and have it
tomorrow, you have it in your Excel,
because then I wouldn't be spending more time trying to research and try to figure out how to do it. I would know how to do it and I can get it out there, kind of thing.
I like that. I like that a lot. I think my second...
I know it's kind of a semi-piggyback off the first thing that I said, but...
that's okay. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. It's different enough, right? One is
going from my mind to paper, and then the other one's my mind digitally. Right? No paper in between.
Yeah. So they're similar, but different applications. I think that's fine.
Okay.
So my second one is I want to have the skill and excel in sort of like marketing, presenting an idea, presenting a product or something like that in like an effective way that gets across the kind of message that I want to get across, and have it have like the most impact on the people who are kind of being exposed to the commercial or to the ad or to the video or whatever it is. Just kind of like understanding human psychology in how they're affected by what they'll see and what they'll hear, and kind of putting all that together and being able to do that successfully. That's a skill set that I want.
Okay. The third one for me would probably definitely have to be something communication based.
Okay.
Mostly due to, I feel like sometimes my mind is going faster than I can talk.
Yeah.
And like, so I start like mixing up my thoughts with what I'm saying out loud.
Okay.
And it's hard for me to be able to kind of just be like, I would essentially kind of just lose my train of thought very quickly. Right. And then I'm starting to find words to explain things. It actually happened earlier in the podcast today, right? Like I'm trying to find the word, even though like I know what the word is, but I'm trying to find it. But I've already moved on to the other thing that I want to say past that point, kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
I would love to be able to kind of just, maybe slow it down a bit more to be able to communicate exactly what I want to communicate. The added thing is, like, I feel like words that I would say in text, or like where I can sit down and actually think about what I'm putting down on paper, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to be able to kind of be able to do that in person, like vocally. Still be able to kind of have that skill to be able to say that vocally.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Like, more clear, more concise, well thought out, like actual things.
So my third one's actually kind of similar to you, but actually the application is through writing. So I feel like writing is something that I've never really been good at, even in like high school and everything like that, college. I've never been like a great writer. I would love to be able to like have an idea in my head and then also be able to sort of like present it in a way that, by the written word, that makes sense and is easy to understand, easy to follow, but is structured in a way that it's, also like impactful. So I actually, now that I'm realizing it, it's kind of similar to like the marketing thing, but really just writing itself, writing whatever. It could be a card, it could be, a book, it could be an article. I don't know, but I wish that I was a good writer.
Being able to put your thoughts to
and like structure an essay, you know what I mean? Like I don't really know how to do all that stuff.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about.
Like the extent of my understanding.
What you're putting down.
Yeah, good. Like the extent of my understanding of like how to write an article or how to write an essay is like this thing that I learned when I was in like 6th grade. Of like, say what you're going to say it, and then say what you said. Like that's like, for some reason that has like stuck in my mind. It's like your opening paragraph and then whatever else you're doing and then the closing. Like, okay, I get that, but like that's a very elementary way of understanding how writing works. And I don't know what happened. I just like I fell asleep during those classes for the next 12 years after that and didn't learn any other skills when it comes to writing. So
yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that the first day in college or university, they tell you, forget about everything that you learned in high school, in like school.
Forget high school. What?
Yeah, it's like forget everything that you were taught in high school about writing essays. The intro, like the first paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, and then like your conclusion.
Yeah, I did. I struggled so much with writing, and I wish that was a skill that I had. Let us know in our Discord what skills you wish that you had. I will, I'll do that right after this podcast. I will post the question, put it all to you guys. Curious to see what you think, what kind of skills people want. And yeah, I'll be interested to see that. So you'll find links for the Discord and our social medias individually as well in the show description. And in the episode description. So that's where you can find all those links. But Mystery, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you got going on this next week?
Yes. Tomorrow should be Dungeons and Dragons. Chris's Strahd run still. Friday should be Halo ? TBD, of course. I don't know what Sparking Covalent's plans are yet.
I think I had that in college.
And what's that?
TBD.
TBD.
I'm making a stupid joke. Sorry.
And then Monday maybe Borderlands 2. I'm not 100% certain as of yet. Still.
Ooh.
My schedule has always been like this past couple of weeks have been so varied that like it's been very difficult to kind of keep up with a specific schedule at this particular moment in time.
I get that. I freaking get that.
It's definitely been difficult. I've been trying my best to commit to and making sure I'm streaming at specific times or doing specific things. But, I only have so much energy to output, and it's hard to keep it going genuinely, right? So, yeah. You can catch me at twitch.tv/REALMISTRY.
Very nice. The only places that you can really find me and follow me is going to be in the Red Spartan Halo podcast Discord. And then you can find me on Twitter at Daddy_Trax. I changed my username because DaddyTrax1 I didn't really like it. So Daddy_Trax pretty simple, pretty easy to find. So I got that there. All right, and that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your night. If you were here for the live stream, thanks for hanging out. JJ Fit, Heavens Repel, Shadow, among those who were kind of chatting in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, rest of your week, and we will see you guys next week. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. What was the other thing? Oh, we skipped over something in the thing, didn't we?
Did we?
By accident. I don't know. What was it? You said up to this point, completing challenges have been the main control. Oh, was that the thing that you were talking about?
I don't know. I thought I read everything.
Oh, it was just like the whole. Never mind. It was the whole challenges versus just regular XP thing.
Oh.
We kind of ended up going over it a little bit earlier.
I like these changes that are coming. I really do.
Yeah, they're cool.